It's likely that state officials will close more oyster beds if the Gulf oil slick continues to move west. But what about the oysters and seafood harvested over the last month? Are they safe to eat? This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson has the answers with this week's special guest. Avery?
Mike, as you know, the Department of Health and Hospitals here in Louisiana is the group charged with monitoring oysters for the state. Joining me now is DHH Secretary Alan Levine. And Alan, I know that y'all have closed some of the oyster beds because of the oil spill as a precautionary measure, but what about what's out there now, the seafood in the stores? Is all of that still safe to eat?
Yes, the steps that we take primarily are designed to protect the public, A, first, and then B, to protect the industry. We want our oyster industry to be successful in the long term and sustainable and do well. The way you do that is you prevent bad product from getting to market. So initially when we determine that there may be a threat to the oyster supply, we close a bed, what we call a precautionary closure. We close these beds for the purpose of keeping any product that we're not absolutely certain is safe from going to market. If it's getting to market, it's safe because it's coming from beds that we've not closed. We're doing ongoing baseline testing to make sure that the product is safe. But it's important because if you don't do this and bad product does get to market and you have a bad outcome, that's not good for the industry. And clearly we want to do everything we can to protect this industry. It's a key part of our economy.
And you mentioned some of that baseline testing in those oyster beds which are closed. Are you guys going in there, getting samples, testing for quality and to see if oil has gotten into those oysters yet?
Yes, we're testing. We did baseline testing before the oil even approached the coastline to get a baseline of hydrocarbon content. And then with that data, what happens is we then do ongoing testing and measure it against the baseline. And if we see hydrocarbon content go up, we would keep the bed closed. If we see that it stays down, then we'd be in a position to reopen the bed and tell the public our product's safe, buy Louisiana seafood. We're also doing random testing of fish in partnership with the Department of Fish and Wildlife. For the same reasons, getting meat samples, getting sediment samples. We have some great concerns about some of this underwater dispersants that they're administering. We've expressed those concerns, but that's part of why this testing is just so important.
Okay, thank you very much. Alan Levine with the Department of Health and Hospitals. So, Mike, there you have it. What's on the shelves and in the stores now, safe to eat. Testing is still going on to make sure that they can reopen these oyster beds as soon as everything is safe. Back to you.
Avery Davidson, thanks.